Hello and welcome to Morgan's Rock Railroad and the Basement Rehab. We'll call it that from now on. My name is Bob. Anyhow, we're over here by where the washer and dryer goes. That's where they sit. And the damage over here is not too bad. This is the biggest spot here, which was behind the dryer. And once everything dries back here from the mopping and all that, I'll get to it. And there's the water for the washing machine. Now, there is on there, this bottom hose thing, I found that this hot section is leaking, so I've picked up a new brass shutoff valve, which will go in there, so that'll keep that from leaking. Don't know how long that's been doing that, but you can see there's a nice crack in the floor from it, where it drips, a little reddish brown there. So that'll solve that problem. I've got it cranked tight right now, and if I turn any farther to the right, I'll probably break it, and I'm not a plumber, and I don't want to have to deal with that. There's a shower over here. Gotta love these old houses with the basement shower. And this is from the, I believe, the return from the sink drain. I'm not positive on that. That could be the vent that goes outside. Not too sure about that. I'm thinking that's for the vent, for the drain for the sink. And this is where the dryer vent is. And that's dry. I don't know why it looks wet. That's not mold. That just turned brown. I put that in after I moved here, so that's been up 20 years at least. So I'm going to paint over that with a water sealer as well. There's no leaking up there. This is all minor down here. That was just nasty. I chiseled all the sedimentation, we'll call it, from down around the corners here and around along the edges. This is my HVAC condensation line. I've got it lifted up for the moment. I'm trying to get this to dry down in here. I poured some sulfuric acid in there earlier this morning, and this place stinks. And it fizzles like bacon would when you're frying bacon as it's eating up whatever's down in there. I've got that as clean as I'm going to be able to get it. Might be able to have to wipe it out a little bit. But I did dump my mop bucket water down in there. And I took out the old metal drain that was in there, and I picked this one up at the Home Depot. It's a 5.5 or a 5-inch drain. Let me turn that around like anybody really cares. But that's going to go down in there. The other one was all rusted and almost completely useless. I was going to take it outside and try to clean it, but I was like, just go get a plastic new one. It was $10. So, not too bad, I guess. And then I find that this is broke. Isn't that sweet? So, I'm not going to deal with that, man. Let the next person worry about it. But that's just to go in with a snake and clean it all out, and everything seems to flow down in there, so nothing's pumping out of it. So I'll just let that be. But anyhow, over here is where all the this stuff was. Yeah, it's quite a bit of stuff. But I got that northwest corner all done. It's waterproofed, painted, all the way down to here on the floor. And there's my dividing line right there. So once I get this all done in here, I can put this stuff back, with the exception of the shelving. I had an ancient old cabinet over there that I tore apart, and it's going on my trailer to be burned. So don't know when that's going to happen, but hopefully soon. Get it out of here. And I'll leave those here, and the bins will go back over here where they belong. There really is not a whole lot over here. So, moving right along. And of course, fixing the dryer feet, or the washing machine feet. One of them was gone. I don't know what happened to it. I didn't find it when I moved it. So anyhow, eventually we'll get back to railroading. There it all is over there in the darkness. So, down in the tub there. And in that tub. And whole bunch more back there. Eventually we'll get back to building the layout, but I have to get all this done. It's going to be a brand new basement when I'm done. Or at least a dry basement anyhow. I don't know how something 80 years old can be, or 100 years old can be brand new. But I need to get down here and do a little bit more scraping, like around here and right here. I mopped that up, so a lot of that came up. Probably a little more prep work and then I can get back to it. So there's your update on what's going on. We'll get back to railroading soon. But anyhow, thanks for stopping by.